what really made the needle move on it is the fact that I was able to just be really precise with communication and only deal with what is actually served up to me by the other person instead of... So, here is the actual secret, the one thing to be able to make sure that you never ever have arguments with anybody. You never feel upset, you never feel angry, you never feel like there was something not said or pissed off or mad or just no arguments whatsoever with anybody. And it's all in the power of you or in the power of me if I'm speaking to the person. Yes, hello, I am less homeless today. And I'm mad. I'm mad because I can tell you the answer, but seemingly I can't tell my partner the answer. So my partner's moved in today. It has been a fun morning so far. Here is how not to have an argument. If somebody with two individual people, right? Two individuals have two different perspectives, two different DNA, two different genetic codes, two different hair type, different beards, different not beards. Your partner, your girlfriend may have a beard, that's okay as well. Like, you don't know. But basically, two individuals are always different. There is no two people the same. Even if you're identical twins combined literally at the arm, one person has got the perspective a bit from the right, one person has got perspective a bit from the left. And what enters the brain a lot from the left or a lot from the right changes literally how that person perceives themselves, what their thoughts are and what their feelings are. Right? And this will all make sense why this stops you from arguing. It's important to understand this mental model. The mental model is that if you are different from everybody else and everybody has a different perspective, your entire job in communication is to find out what that person's perspective is and understand that while you're trying to be curious about what that person's perspective is, that you specifically may have thoughts and ideas of what their perspective is, but yet you have no idea what their perspective is. Zero. You have zero idea. So in order not to have arguments or miscommunication, the secret is presence. Now, presence not in the hippie, hoo-ha, rah-rah, high-level stuff. Let's talk real life. You and me, we're conversing. If I ask you a question, did you go to the gym today? The answer to that is only yes or no. There is nothing else. There's not no but or yes and I. Oh, I was gonna go but oh no, and I know it's really bad of me. Oh no, I didn't go and that means I'm a really shit person. No, I didn't go to the gym, or no, I didn't do something because X, Y, Z. No, none of that. If you did not go to the gym and somebody's asking you, did you go to the gym, yes or no? You say no. We don't know why that person is asking, did you go to the gym? We use our own perspective to think that we know why that person is asking that to us, but we do not know. We don't know why people are speaking what they're speaking to us. And yet, our animal instincts, our survival instincts are always trying to say, they're asking that because. They're asking that because they think you're shit. They're asking that because you're not great. They're asking because this. Or they're probably... We must try rationalize why this person is asking it to us, but we only rationalize it from our perspective. And our perspective is from our self and our past experiences, not what's happening live right here and this person is asking a question. So if you want to stop all arguments, you want to stay curious and ask why they're asking and respond clearly with questions. If somebody goes, "Where do you work?" You go, "I work in a bank." You don't go, "Oh, I work in a bank, but it's a really big bank and it's really good. It's in Brisbane. It's this." They said, "Where do you work?" Or "What do you do for a job?" "I'm a policeman." Okay, you're a policeman. Cool. How do you know if they want to know anything more? They might not want to know anything more, but you be like, "Oh, I'm a policeman in Victoria, and but I've been on the job for 10 years. Okay. We don't know if that information was relevant to the other person because they're another human being and they have another perspective. All arguments happen from, or all disagreements happen from when we don't just answer questions, but we fill in our own blanks of what we think or the reason why the person is asking the question, and then it falls short because we don't know what the other person was thinking. And as much as you may think you're a mind reader, as much as I think I'm a mind reader, I'm an NLP practitioner, master hypnotherapist, have been a professional illusionist for over 10 years, won many awards including the most entertaining illusionist act in Australia once upon a time. I am masterful in understanding what people think, what people's attention is, what they look at, what they don't look at, how to alter your little brain chemistry to make you perform better. And yet still, I, with all these skills, do not know how to mind read. So unless you got more skills than me, which you could, take on the fact that you don't know what the other person is thinking. Because I don't. Me and you are the same. We don't know what the other person is thinking. So if you're finding in relationships or in maybe between mum, dad, sister, friends, you're having a disagreement, it is actually important just to get right to the present moment and actually hold on to the words that are being said. So if a word is being said, "How was your day today?" Well, that's not even a clear question. I would ask, "What do you mean, how was my day?" "Oh, well, what did you do today?" "Oh, I went to the gym, I went to breakfast, I drank alcohol, I then laid in bed and cried." I could say what they did, but a lot of the time we're like, "How are you today?" I don't know. My feelings are good. Is that what you're asking? And you'll notice that high-performing people or people that have high achievements in certain areas where you need to use a lot of intellect will have a very sharp, a very clear, very present communication. But even if they don't, because not all successful people are great at relationships either, let's be honest. What you should be looking at is, how can I just respond with what the actual question is? And what we'll realize is a lot of the time we're not listening to the person speaking, but we're listening to our own thoughts about what the person is saying. So while they're speaking at you, you're thinking of what they're thinking and why they're saying it to try and respond. And if you're doing that, that is just nuttery. It's just nuttery. And we wonder why we have miscommunication, why we have communication, why we have arguments, why we have things that go on which are just not, they're not ordinary, not something we enjoy. As you can see, I'm a bit frustrated because I wasn't able to clearly communicate this. But a lot of the time, why I wasn't able to communicate it was my partner entered an emotion, an upset emotion. When a person is triggered in an emotion, their listening even goes further out the window, so nobody's home anymore. Unfortunately today, I kept trying to explain it. Yet I know that when a person is in emotion, you shouldn't need to speak because their listening is already gone, but yet I could not stop. Maybe it's the alcohol, maybe it's me thinking I'm smarter than I am, and I sometimes do. Our ego catches us. We think that, no, this time I definitely know what the person is thinking, and I'll definitely be able to explain it. Well, newsflash, I wasn't able to explain it. Hopefully I've been able to explain it in this video. But to be honest, majority of the time, if I need to have a great conversation and make a difference to somebody, or have a great conversation where we have pure understanding and not have anybody upset without being any agreements, I can perform at a very high level at any point in time with that. And you can be that type of person as well. I sit here and I don't have major communication issues in any of my relationships or friendships. But I know that for a lot of people that isn't the case, and I wasn't born like this. None of the magic, none of the hypnotherapy helped me. It helped me with bits, but what really, really made the needle move on it is the fact that I was able to just be really precise with communication and only deal with what is actually served up to me by the other person instead of what I think of why they're asking that to me. It's a large concept and you might need to re-watch the video, but really from just watching this video alone, you should be able to now begin to observe your communication. Observe when people ask you questions, how you answer. Did you actually answer the question? Do you remember what question they asked? All of this is super, super, super important. Guys, I hope you're well. I hope you like the non-homeless look now. And we're getting shredded every day. And also, I know this is a weird one, but I was just in the stairwell and I was bringing all my partner's stuff up there because our lift is broken. It's like a sauna. It's like 36 degrees Celsius in there. I'm sweating. And a woman in front of me, oh, I'll just open the door in front of you. And she keeps walking and she keeps walking all the way up the stairs and then opens the door and I'm like, what, are you even on this level? She's like, no, I'm all the way on level 1. I just wanted to open the door for you. And just in that moment, I was like, wow, that is just pure kindness. I value time more than anything else in the world. And she gave me an extra minute to 2 minutes, just ran up the stairs in this 36 degrees Celsius heat to open the door, hold it open for me. I'm pretty jacked, like I don't feel like I need help. Maybe she was flirting with me, I don't know, but I think she was just being kind. That's made a lasting impact. Like, that's the kindest thing that anybody's done this week for me. That's huge. So, go and be kind. Do something for no reason other than just to help somebody else. Just be kind to somebody else. Open a door. Just do something. See somebody needing help, just help them. Why? Just because. Just because you're that sort of person. You're leaving mini gifts to people every day of just pure kindness. Don't expect it to come back. Don't expect it to cure your karma. Don't expect anything from it. Don't do it for any reason other than because you just said, hey, I'm just going to be kind. I can do that. And that's also great. So stay present, stay here, stay in a conversation, answer questions directly. Don't put your own mental model on thinking that you know what the other person is speaking. And now that you don't have disagreements, guess what? You're going to have all this free time and free energy so you can go out and be a little bit kind to somebody else. Have a great day.